Every Friday is a plan to go out and work on running form and injury prevention. The whole run, everything we do in a park is all geared towards that. So I thought it's fitting that I would dedicate every Friday to injury prevention. If you look at any email or any book that's ever been written or anything that talks about injury prevention, the first thing, like if it's a list, here are the 10 things you can do to prevent injuries in running. The first thing on the list every single time is run on varied surfaces. That means don't run on the sidewalk every time. Don't run on the street every time. Vary the surfaces. Run on the sidewalk, run on the street, run in grass, find a trail, run on trails, go find a treadmill, run on a treadmill, but vary the surfaces. And the reason for that is because the running is a very repetitive movement. And if you're on the same surface all the time, you keep doing the same repetition over and over and over again. Every time you vary the surface, specifically if you vary the surface within a run, then you are varying the repetition. You're changing it. Long ago, I started talking about a different way to do that exact same thing, varying the surface. Still, and I practice it all the time. I do vary the surface that I run on almost in every run. I hit trails, I hardly ever run on sidewalks, I'll tell you that. But I hit trails and I hit pavement and I hit grass and whatever, okay? But I do one other thing that really varies the surface, and it goes to basically the whole reason for Shoe Ranger. Number one complaint for runners is they changed my favorite shoe. And I've been saying for years, why do you have a favorite shoe? Don't get caught in a rut where you have a single, only one favorite running shoe. Best way to get away from that one complaint is to have a lot of shoes. That also does a thing to vary the surface. So, my running buddy, who I meet every Friday, we were having a discussion about running shoes and whatever after our run. And I've known this about him for years, and it hit me really hard today. He's got basically one shoe that he runs in all the time. He'll change, he's out there looking for the next shoe, but essentially he's got one shoe that he runs in all the time. And to make it slightly different, he buys it in different colors so that he knows exactly which color he ran in, so he can vary at least the version, every day, the different shoe that he's running in. I think that's probably one of the reasons why he's injured all the time. He just came off a stress fracture. The stress fractures he fixed, and now he's got a heel problem. This is a guy that is, I call, a perpetual qualifier. He can sign up for a marathon, go run it, and qualify for Boston every single time. Yet, as good as that is, as good as he is there, he's still making the mistake of running in the same shoe all the time. So, without any further, I'm going to give you the shoes today that I'm running in. They're all sitting here. There are 5 shoes, 4 brands. So again, it's 5 shoes and 4 brands, and I use them for different days of the week or based on how I feel. So I'll start with when my legs feel trashed. When my legs are really, really tired, my go-to shoe is the Hoka Clayton. It's light. It's more flexible than all the other Maximal Hoka shoes. The fit, it doesn't fit my foot. I mean, it is a really full fit, and I don't necessarily need that. In fact, I prefer a much tighter fit. But when my legs are trashed, I go for the Hoka Clayton. My two everyday shoes. So right now, I have two shoes that I run in most of the time, okay? And it's two shoes because one I'm testing, the other one I've tested, and they're so darn similar. And it's part of the reason why I'm doing it is because when I do the final shoe review, I'm gonna talk about both of them instead of just one of them. But those shoes are the one I ran in today, which is the Saucony Kinvara. This is the current Kinvara, okay? So this is the one I ran in today. And the one I run in, the other shoe that I run in most days is the Hoka Tracer. Two very different feels. This one's firm, this one's soft. So it varies the surface that I'm running in. They're equal shoes. They're both 4mm offsets. They both have the exact same midsole heights. This one's firm, this one's soft. Oh, by the way, this one's also 4mm offset. Just so happens that that's what they are. I'm not like stuck to 4mm offsets. And you'll know that in the next two shoes. If I'm running trails, specifically if I'm running really technical trails, and we've got plenty of those around here. We have easy trails that any one of these shoes works for, or go a little bit east of the ocean, go a little bit further east of the ocean, and all of a sudden you're on really technical rocky trails. And so if by chance I'm running on those, it's this Ultra that I run in. I did the review a few months ago. I still run in the shoe. It's got a great feel to it, great grip. I can get it to fit my foot. Again, my foot is not shaped like this, okay? But I can get the shoe to fit my foot really well, and it just feels good. And so that's why I run in it. Like I said, those are 4mm, this one's 0. And then the last shoe, so now we've taken care of, I'm trashed, which is probably once a week, I feel trashed. Current everyday shoes. When I'm running on trails. And then I have this shoe, which I can't show you because it's not out yet. In fact, it won't be out until pretty much this time next year. But it's a brand new shoe from a company that you've probably never run in, and I'm testing it out for myself, but also testing it out for the company, the brand itself. And this one is in the rotation often. So let's say, I run 6 days a week. Got 5 shoes. This shoe probably once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. This shoe just once a week when I'm really trashed. This shoe probably 2, maybe 3 times a week. And then these two. And between them all, let's say I'm going to do a long run. I wake up, I figure out what I feel like, and then I choose one of these two or this one. The other two, trashed or on a trail. All of those shoes feel different, they all fit different, and they all run different. Yes, my form is the same, but the way my foot strikes the ground is different, and that varies the surface. And there's a reason why I don't get major injuries. It might be because my body type is set up to be able to run all the time. Might be genetics. But I guarantee this is not a new phenomenon. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been running in different brands, different shoes. I never let my shoes wear out. Because I have this many shoes, as soon as the testing's done on this one, I'm gonna have another shoe to test. And it could be a 4mm drop, it could be a 10mm drop, it could be a 0 drop. It doesn't matter because I run in all different drops. I run on different surfaces. It doesn't matter. I can run in just about anything. And it's the one thing, so those two things, running on different surfaces and having a host of shoes that you can run in, that you do run in every week, will make sure that you don't get injured. It's not a guarantee, but running is a very inexpensive and extremely rewarding endeavor. Why not do everything we can to stay injury-free? And this one is a really simple one. Don't get tied to one single shoe. Have different shoes that you run in. Specifically, have different shoes with different fit. These shoes don't fit my foot that great, but it doesn't matter because I don't run in them every day. And I have different socks. I can put different socks on and make them fit a little bit better. Have different shoes, different feels, different drops, different fits. It's bound to change the repetition. And that's the biggest thing you can do to stay injury-free is change the repetition. All right. I hope everybody has a great running weekend. Or whatever else you're gonna do. It looks like it's gonna be another sunny day and probably sunny weekend here in beautiful San Diego. Talk to you later.